real shit with the realness. You want truth, but the truth is I've been down for a long minute. Like Chris, where you been, bro? Been feeling like the weak link.
I don't know what you think. Been dope and I'm breathing. Bet y'all with the precinct way. I just got a call, good call from the bank. And you know we don't stall, we just ball way away.
No way, $100,000 some broke bitch change. I just got a bottle and I rolled that day. I ain't want a problem, but the crew might make. Started from the bottom, but I do my thing.
Do my thing, stupid little bitch when I ride my wave. Ballin' at the top, but a brand new chain. My bitch be pissed cause the kid won't change.
Yeah, I don't got a drop top, got a laptop in the backdrop. Got it unlocked with a padlock. I'm a bad dog to my pen and my pad up. Bend your crew with your dudes in the back talk. I don't speak cap, got facts and a lap off. Everything say you matters, back off. I don't back you, you a nice guy, I'm a bad dude.
Hey Chris, what's your bars? Your music's impressive, there's too many scars. The scars are worth a lesson. Don't need a metaphor, the story's impressive. I got bars behind bars, I spit so aggressive. I got scars on top of scars, got through the recession.
Yeah, I know they mad about it. Jealous and envious rap about it. Go get some cash about it. I need 500 racks in the stash about it. I've been gone, yeah, I heard she sad about it. I had to go do some math about it. I'm spitting facts about it. I got that bitch skipping class about it.
Lay in the crib on the couch.
In the city, they be talking about a jag. Then they calling up the homies to go swoop them from the past. See, these bitches used to laugh, so I hope they get to clap. And some people think I'm corny while they talking that they trap. Bitch, you whack. Yeah, I just people in my head a lot. Woke up with this attitude like I don't hit the bed a lot. I could think of better spots than running through your mental. I just dream a little bigger, tell them intercontinental, yeah. I just wanna spend money.
Know the crew gon' jump when I say so. Hit it from the back, then I'm stacking up peso. Young kid splash, no raincoat. Whip going fast, got a dash and I lay low. I ain't tryna act too hateful. Catch us in the lab, gonna be another way though. Homie, if you mad, just say so. Y'all a man, Mac, lethal chaos, it's a takeover. Mac,
said I really, really need it for the weekend. Keep it secret, yeah. I'm doing this all day. We gon' make it through the rain. For the time I never change. She need a coupe, I need a red. She wanna fuck round, crash out. Know that shit ain't new to me. Flex now, ass out. Don't know what you do to me. Talk shit, little bitch. Scrolling on the Twitter feed. Pop out, bust down. Fuck me for my let me, baby, rolling. I've been going. Homie gotta push the whip, cause the homie stole it. We been dipping like a chip, and I hope they notice. I been acting like a dick, and I know she noticed. She be acting kinda crazy for my baby. She said when you sign a deal, she want a Mercedes. She say how you gonna feel when these bitches play me. She say how you gonna feel when these women change me. Shorty say that I'm a rock star, sippin' walk hard, I'ma go far, yeah. Said I really, really need it for the weekend. Keep it secret, yeah. I'm doing this all day. We gon' make it through the rain. For the fame I never change. She need a coupe, I need a red.
I've been feeling like a rock star. Lately I've been going too hard. Drinking liquor in a phone car. I've been smoking so heavy, got me feeling like a whoa. I can't even say it cause it's so controversial. Feeling like a rock star, fucked up in rehearsal. She said she wanna fuck me like a porn star. So many drugs, it's kinda hard to get hard. Fucking with a gang. the way that I do. Take flight, single pilot, just name the crew. In the sky with the clouds, so why is it blue? If I say it, then a part of me thinking it's true. Hold me back, I'ma snap, I'm coming for you. Don't bother, you can try to fit in my shoes. Falling apart, sticking together with glue.
Shorty say that I'm a rock star, sipping walk hard, I'ma go far, yeah. Said I really, really need it for the weekend, keep it secret, yeah. I'm doing this all day, we gon' make it through the red.
Catch me sipping Mercury, bitch, I feel like Hercules, hurting knees, earthly beans, since I got them pearly clean, you probably never heard of me. Chaos riding dirty streets, burning tree, I'm surely free from all my demons, no. But I ain't trying to waste your time with all the reasons.
Really bad people go stupid, lose it. Kids make your bitch fall in love like Cupid. Gruesome, do some, 7 deep on stage, putting mustard on the biscuits, pussy bitch, sling blade. This that new shit, probably make you wet the bed. I don't want my chick hurt your.
Oh my God!
Hello.
Hi, guys!
Hello.
We are here.
Here we are.
Really you? I'm like so starstruck right now. I don't get starstruck, but I've met some of the biggest people, some of the biggest names, and you guys, this is just like so surreal right now.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's definitely a compliment.
Yeah.
For sure.
Big fan. I mean, I was introduced to you guys back in December, I believe, and I just was able to go and find so much of your music, so many different things that you guys have worked on collaboratively and solely, and it's just like I'm so impressed.
Thank you.
Yeah, for real. It's definitely been a lot of work, for sure.
Yeah. It's like the toughest job to have in the world, so we're
It's fun, though.
yeah.
I'm getting an echo. I don't know why. Is that somebody?
Yeah, there's definitely an echo.
We turned ours on.
It looks like the April Maroon, possibly.
Is it something on you guys, Ebony or April?
Or both.
I don't think so. I'm gonna mute myself. Let me know.
Whoever's in the bottom corner, it looks like their bubble is like staticking on our end every now and then.
I think
It's muted, so I mean, I don't see why.
No, I
That
don't
works.
think it's stop.
Yeah, whatever that was worked for sure.
right. Okay, guys. So I want to introduce you first because really bad people. Where did you guys come up with that name? First of all,
It was kind of like a joke at first because it's kind of like a play on words. Like we felt like every other rapper or rap group was finding a different way to say that they were like really bad people. So we were just like, we'll go with that. It's pretty straightforward, you know?
right? It's definitely catchy. It definitely caught my attention. I was like,
Yeah.
what is this? You know, this is different. And I just love the creativeness that you guys bring within your group. The different dynamics that you guys bring is important, I think, in this industry, is to have different artists that you can relate to. So can you tell me, like, when did you guys first get involved as a group?
Probably like a year before COVID hit, we started to actually kind of collaborate on songs a lot more and start more of a group than just seeing each other. We saw each other at shows quite a bit, so I feel like that kind of really just looped us in. We were in the same just small circle of rappers where we were doing live shows, so we just ended up making music together more often, and then kind of just formed a stronger bond for sure.
And I've always been in groups. I don't like just making music by myself. So like something happens to one group, then I just find some guys and bring them together. I'm like, yo, yeah, come make some music with me. That would be fun.
We didn't know that initially.
Yeah, I think
we
they're
are.
just now finding out about it. But yeah, I was barely a solo artist for maybe like a couple months. I'd find somebody new to make music with. But it's the performance is a lot better too. I think if you got guys like hyping you up and doing your background vocals and stuff, it's
People to bounce ideas off of, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Things like that.
Mm-hmm.
it's hype.
And I think you guys do a great job at that. I think that you guys all have a role that you play at some point in the group. and that helps to bring the dynamic. So can you tell us about that? Like, because I know I looked at a lot of like just the intros for you guys' video. I know that Chaos, you do a lot of the production stuff, right?
Yeah.
10, you do a lot of the visuals and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Cody, what do you do in regards to your role in the group?
He births hooks.
Write the bops.
Yeah, he's the hook factory.
He writes 100 hooks a week, and we got to skim through the ones we don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Get out!
Yeah.
Oh,
We gotta slap him around. Be like, come on, it's not good enough.
But for real though, like every song is typically started with Cody's hook. Like almost 90% of them, we make whatever we need to make, get an idea, send it to Cody for a hook or for him to do something, and then we kind of build off that, because usually like his style is so specific, we don't want them not to blend well, so it's easier to have him do the melodic things first, and us kind of build from that portion of it.
Exactly.
But Cody can rap too. I mean, almost everything he's rapped on, I'm like, damn, okay, this is like
definitely
it's cold.
Be going hard.
Yeah.
He's cold. He's definitely, like, from what I've heard from you, Kid Cody, is like the realness, the rawness with you, and I like that. You know what I mean? Is that you don't. I think it's effortlessly in regards to your delivery. You know what I mean? It's really you. Like, that's the vibe that I get, and I'm like, that's so cool. The one thing that I noticed with 10, your video, the video that I played, Your Daddy, is that what it's called?
I'm Your Dad.
I'm Your Dad.
Yeah.
That one, you know what it really reminded me of? It reminded me of one of the first videos I ever seen from Jordan Lucas.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely had
one.
that vibe where he was on the lawn, and I was like, holy crap, because that was like the video that made me fall in love with Joyner. Like, I was like, he's going to blow. He's going to make it. Right. And he's actually from Worcester, Massachusetts, where I'm at right now. So,
awesome.
Yeah, so it's funny because I was like, wow, like, this is like the visuals that people need. We need this animation. We need this, this theatrics. And I think you captivate on that. I think that you are great at your visuals and the things that you do in regards to highlighting the group. So shout out to all you guys for that.
To give respect where respect is due, that was my first video, and I didn't film or edit it, but I did come up with like all the ideas. Like I made a spreadsheet, and like I really did like direct that, like, hey, in this, between these two time codes, I want this to happen.
Like the guy who shot the video is like super talented, but he typically has like a certain structure for all of his videos. He never follows like a storyline. It's just not the style. But if you write one out for him, he'll do it, and that's definitely what they put together, and it ended up being awesome.
But I got that idea from I watched like a lot of 90s alternative rocker, like pop rock music videos, and it was always
pretty popular back then.
Yeah, and it was just like that kind of shit, like just
the
they would
First
all
Date, Blink-182.
Yeah, they all dressed up like they were in the 70s and had mustaches and stuff. But like, I like that. I think it's fun, like just acting out little scenes and stuff. Unfortunately, it's hard to do that when you got like a huge budget. Like, can't make it look realistic, so you got to work with your budget sometimes. But yeah,
it definitely
thank you
worked.
though.
I want you guys to know that I'm paying attention. I'm watching. Those are the things that I know from a management, from an artist development point of view. Like, you guys are so far ahead. And I just wanted all the best for you guys. I want to talk about Krizmac, just because I know that right before, the reason why we're doing the show tonight is because the day before our show, he passed away tragically. And that touched me, because he friend requested me that same day, or, accepted my friend request on Instagram. And at the same time that I was seeing that is when Cut, hit me up and told me, and I was just devastated because it was just so surreal, like unreal. Like, I just felt like you guys were at your point of of success, of getting there, of going there. So how do you guys feel that's affected you in the last month? Because it hasn't even been a full month yet, right?
Yeah, we definitely we were like really contemplating, because like when we went to Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
we really didn't know what to expect. You know what I mean? So like the only thing that you can really do is just roll with the punches, like the best that you can, because like it's like it's terrible. It's terrible, and but I know that Chris was definitely flipping out when we went to Brooklyn and did that shit.
Of
And I
course.
know that he was flipping. I know he was definitely with us the whole step of the way. But like, um, musically, I really don't feel like we've taken any kind of like, like it's not affect. We're pretty good at like not letting it affect. You know what I mean? Like, and then once the music shit's over with, then you can kind of deal with it. But like,
Right.
I don't think we've lost any momentum. If anything, like, I don't know. Sometimes it takes something tragic, and like
Mhm.
some trials and tribulations to make some shit happen sometimes.
It
And
motivates you.
it's definitely put some gas in the tank. So like,
Yeah.
he had 2 girls and a little boy, and a lot of people that are dependent on him. So
That's the
That's
real
right.
tragedy.
yeah, it's like it's on us. So
Right.
It's definitely like something I think about, like when I'm doing things or we're going to do a decision. It's like, oh, but what would have Chris wanted if we would have done this? You know what I mean? Or did that. So it's been a little bit of an adjustment, just trying to figure that out. Especially just, it's so fresh and new that we don't really have any other option but to like move on. Like we can't quit everything and just stop doing everything, because he would kick our ass if we did. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I know it's sunk in for all of us still, but I still feel like this is just going to be something we're going to have to deal with for like a longer period of time, because there's a lot we got to do for him as well right now, that we can't just mope around the house. You know what I mean? And do
Right.
what we want to do.
Failure is not an option.
Right. But the good news, if any, he had a lot of unreleased music, and so he's still gonna be in the tracks. We've got this one that we've been filming for, and we just like, he probably had like 30 like half songs or something. So we'll just go find something that fits and plug it in. So still gonna be in the music, and as long as we can have him in there. After that, we'll probably just remix his songs and
That's
shit
right.
like that. But yeah, nah, he had a lot of stuff that people are still gonna hear, and we got music videos with him in it that we haven't released yet. So yeah, it's pretty surreal watching those, like editing those too. It's just like, damn, you were just like right here, like standing
Right
next to
here.
us.
yeah, it's like,
Couldn't even fathom that this kind of shit would happen. So
yeah,
Right.
you like, he's in our music, so like you hear him every day.
Right.
Yeah.
You hear him every day, and he's not here, but you hear him every
Right.
day. So
Yeah.
it's
it kind of
a little weird.
yeah,
Weird adjustment.
it sucks
but
to hear that. It sucks, and it's happy. Like, just in certain songs, like, you can kind of just remember some of the times that we spent together, and that's what gets me, is like, man, we had a lot of fun. And
Right.
that
Tell-
sucks too, that it's like he was with us through like the hard shit, and he's not gonna be there for
The success.
like the big win. So
But
which,
he is.
yeah,
Definitely.
no,
Definitely.
He is. I believe that, guys. I believe that, like Kid Codeine just said, sometimes tragedy needs to happen in order to persevere forward. And this is only going to fuel and motivate you guys just as much to carry out his legacy for him as well as his children. And after listening to all the music that he has, I know he's like a Tupac to me. He has so many heard tracks that are great. And I think that now this tragedy will help to bring it to light in so many aspects, because now I have people hitting me up asking me, who's that guy? And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's sorry to say that he's not here anymore, but now he's influencing, his music still, even in depth. You know what I mean? So that's what I love about,
It helped me really listen to the songs, and it's just like, you don't think about it because like I think all of us are good, but like I was listening and I was like, damn, Krizmac really is like fucking good. Like he can sing great, and like the lyrics had substance to them, and everything. And then when he rapped, he could rap too. And I don't know, like it's unfortunate that like that has to happen for people to like really listen to it and be like, damn, like didn't know what we had until it's gone.
It's true. It's very true.
His shit is dope, and it makes me feel something. And
right.
Yeah.
But I think all you guys do. I think that there's different elements to all you guys. And I think that's what I love about you guys, is that when I first seen you, I was mesmerized just by the different dynamics of you guys. And I was like, wow, like this is so cool. Like, and nevertheless, I never even heard of any rappers from Springfield, Missouri.
Right.
So for me, I was like,
there's a lot. There's
a
shit ton. And there's a lot of good ones too.
Exactly. And after meeting you guys, it was like, wow, it opened up a whole different, platform for me. It opened up a whole different window. I'm like, wow, there's talent out there that is untapped. And I think that you guys are the perfect group to come out of something that is unheard of. You know what I mean? Or not many people know. Man. That's dope. Can you tell me, or give us one thing that you want the fans to remember about Krizmac?
His smile.
Yeah.
Like that motherfucker, like I feel like no matter what argument we had right before the show or did whatever, or like whatever was going on, like when we got there, his ass was cracking up and trying to help you. You know what I mean? And when we did the songs, I really feel like on stage, he purely enjoyed the moments of what we were doing. You know what I mean? So definitely don't. I know this sucks, but it's not a negative thing. It's like 100% a positive thing. So, like he still is spreading positivity everywhere. So that would be my choice for sure.
His energy, man. Like he had a lot of energy, and he made us look good up there. He was like, I don't know, something to remember, but he was always fucking with us too. Like always fucking with us all. Like he was funny, man.
Say, you know what I mean? Like
he was good at trolling people.
Something, you know what I mean? So it was just
He would like he was like the only guy to where I'd have to be like, are you serious? Like he'd just like tell me something and just like be so good at it. Like just fucking with me, like, oh yeah, your car's getting towed.
Typically when we're inebriated and very gullible.
He was a jokester.
Yeah.
Laughter makes the heart, it warms the heart, and it helps to heal the heart. So I'm glad that you guys have those memories of him, and you can keep that close to you, in regards to the good times, because that's what's important. I think at the end is that we remember the good times that we had.
Yeah, that's the, it's a funny thing. That's the thing that makes me break down is when I hear like a hype Kriz song, because I'm like, that's the Kriz that I knew. Yeah. And it's just like, oh man, like, I don't know. Like the sad songs are what they are, but like, yeah, those, when he would just make a banger, like that would, like I said, like, man, we used to just have fucking fun together. And he was just like so full of fucking energy, and just that's the Kriz that I knew a lot. So, but yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Now you guys, I know you went to New York, and that was like a big deal because you had an audition. And you were in Quad Studios. So what was that like? Because that was a studio where Tupac was shot and robbed.
Yeah, we got to go in the elevator they still have the bullet holes in it and everything.
That was real?
Yeah, we got to touch them. And like
the elevator's still working. They just never changed it out. I mean, there's so many gunshots in New York. I'm sure that like they don't have the time to change every bullet hole everywhere. So
right. I mean, why would they change that one?
Well, I mean, they could take it out and like put it in some glass or something. Is what I'm saying. Yeah. But I'm just like, I'm sure that they were at the time just like whatever, and then it got to be where they were like, you know what, we'll just.
No, it's just like remember where you're at.
Right.
Yeah. Like take a look. Remember where you're at. Like yeah, for real. It was definitely. I honestly didn't think it was going to be that bad, but the Brooklyn weed didn't help. Like that stuff was.
The Brooklyn Zaw is definitely a different animal, man.
Like yeah, I never really
still getting nice.
ever had to worry smoking. And then we went up that elevator and that door opened and it was like feel your heart throat. I was like, oh my god.
It was unique. Definitely, they had pictures of all the greats in there. You know what I mean? And
like anybody you can think of has been in there and recorded.
They were like, you can smoke weed in here, but not tobacco. It's like
it's fair.
Yeah,
right.
That is fair. You know what I mean? I was just being in Missouri. That's just kind of like still weird for me a little bit. Like what? Oh, okay, that works. I mean, I know that's how it is. You know,
but it was like
wait. So it's not legal in Missouri yet?
It's like I have
medical,
a med card, so
not
recreational, but not everybody. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I think the two states next to us are though, so it's just it's kind of just messed up.
It's a matter of time.
Just kind of waiting around.
Yeah,
you know.
We got people like I think their petition just got enough signatures like a couple days ago or something. Right. So it's in the works. I mean, it's gonna happen. I think it just got decriminalized
federally, right?
Yeah. So I mean, you can't get in trouble for it.
If anyone in power is watching this, come on, man.
Yeah.
Well, in honor of 420, since I know you guys are 420 friendly now, what's your favorite strand to smoke?
I don't know.
I don't care.
Yeah, I like smoking Reggie.
Nah.
I normally smoke wax. I normally don't.
You can tell that's an old man thing for sure.
But we big house, she's smoking a lot of wax.
You get
be smoking a lot of wax, but
I heard someone say that.
Are you a Kush guy? Are you a Haze guy? Are you a
I like sativa because we got shit to do. So it's just like it doesn't. I don't know what we had in Oklahoma, but it's something tangy, like sunrise tangy.
You're like falling
that was really
while
good. It was like orange flavor tasting, so that was really nice. Like I said, we don't really have much option to go and be like, okay, this is this and this is this and this is this. Like I kind of just got what I got, and I'm like, all right,
we just got to get what we get.
You gotta come back north. You gotta come back north, guys, and really.
Yeah.
If I can get you guys out here for a show, that's what I'm working on. I'm definitely going to you guys perform. I was bummed I wasn't able to go to the show in New York, so I was like, definitely I want to. Definitely get to a really bad.
We got to talk about that.
You're so glad
we got to talk about the show in New York.
I know. I heard.
That was, that was.
Don't be too bummed.
That was absolutely insane. You would have drove all that way just to get sent home. So.
And I kind of felt like that, but then I was like, I have to go support my guys. Like that's
we didn't feel like that. It was a complete shock to us.
The door guy was just like trying to fight and.
Everybody, man.
And then the people behind us, there was like 270 something people outside. 60 of them were artists. 60 artists showed up to perform.
It's like 1:30 in the morning. Club ends at 3.
Yeah, no one's inside. The music hasn't started, and
we're watching them carry liquor in with boxes through to the venue. We're like, y'all even got booze in here. That's why we've been waiting outside so long. Like,
and everyone outside was sober, and they were all ready to fight. So,
Yeah, that would have been a bad experience for me. I would have been like, what?
We got out of there fast.
We thought the door guy and Cut were about to get into it. We're all standing around like, oh, shit, isn't that why we came here?
Door guy had little dick energy, man.
For real, man. That was he's a real one, for real. Handled that situation.
Man. Nah, he was like, he asked me like 3 different times, like, if I was sure I was an artist. And I'm like, yeah, I know I don't look like it, but... I do the music.
No, you an artist. You definitely an artist, baby. Y'all all are artists in my book. I don't see anything other than greatness when I look at you guys. So that is without saying, you know, like that's, and that's the thing is like, I think that at these type of shows, they need to treat artists like celebrities, like stars.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are coming to perform. You've worked hard. You've invested in yourselves. So I want to ask you guys, are we saying Roc Nation artists, or has that not been decided yet?
We're still in the communication stages of that. We have the contracts. We haven't signed anything or anything. So as of right now, no. But
Okay.
maybe in the future, you know what I mean?
Getting
We're
some
kinda
questions
just-
answered right now.
Yeah, like
They're pretty
Contracts
preoccupied
are
doing
very,
like Tory Lanez with the whole shooting magazines happening. Right now.
literary based, and I feel like there's just
That's their
not cut
artist.
and dry answers to some questions we have, so we're kind of just waiting to get some things answered back before we're like, all right, just because this says Roc Nation, we're going to sign our names on it. You
But
know what I mean?
everything
Like,
looks
that's not a
good.
smart move. So
Everything looks good, but
it looks great, but
some
there's just a
questions.
couple things I just want to hear them say before I
Right.
want to see them say. I don't want to hear you say it. I want to see it.
Exactly.
And then
That's right.
we'll figure that out from there. So
I love that you guys are
in the right
intelligent.
direction, and possibly the next move for sure, though. So
Yeah.
I love that you guys are intelligent about this business. You see so many artists that just sign on the dotted line without having it, proofread or, just overseen by somebody else, because it's important. You're signing over a part of your life,
Right.
I feel like we were very, very beneficial to come up in this generation, because the last generation of rappers, everyone dealt with that problem. So when I was growing up and seeing this, I was watching Sway in the morning, I'm watching Hot 97. It's the only thing I heard anybody talk about was like, they got a bad deal and this shit sucks. You know what I mean? So it's just like growing up in the time and being artists in the time we are now, it is awesome to like already have that pre-knowledge. Like I think in 5-10 years, it's going to be like a rage over like beat leasing and things like that. Like people aren't just like quick caught on to like things like that and stuff. So it's like, as far as the contracts go, I really feel like it's put out a lot into the industry now. That's like, you really don't need to get screwed over because you have time. If they want to work with you, they'll work with you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And a lot more artists are independent and making money independently. And that's that was one of the biggest things with our label. We had distribution through Universal, but it's like having the machine behind you. You know what I mean? It's having the backing, but also understanding what they're giving you with this brand, with this title. You know what I mean? And what are going to be the available services for you. That's what's important. You know what I mean? Right. And that's what people don't pay attention to. They just look at the name and they say, oh yeah, Def Jam. Oh yeah, Roc Nation, I'll sign. And it's like, but what are they giving you in return with that?
Yeah, right.
That's important. So I'm glad that you guys are knowledgeable and have educated yourself, because you'll find there's a lot of artists that still have no idea.
Definitely.
Right.
So
they do.
Yeah.
Right. And it's really all public knowledge. You know what I mean? It's all about research.
Go to YouTube, man. YouTube Academy. Spend 6 hours on YouTube. You'll learn what you need to know. You know what I mean? Like someone out there's went and done it and spilled the beans, like right now. You know what I mean? Like
that's right.
For real.
It's all in the contract too. You just gotta read it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just like, and if you don't understand something, ask a question. Don't just be like, I don't know what this is, so I'll just sign it, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Don't just sign, guys.
Period.
They're looking stupid. You know what I mean?
Ebony, do you have any questions?
I don't. I think you pretty much asked them all.
I would say, how would you describe the music that you guys typically make? Chaos, I want you to tell me, because I think that you have an eclectic way of making music.
As a group?
As a solo artist.
Oh. It's kind of hard to pinpoint down. I definitely have more of like a backpack style rap-ish, you know what I mean? Flow, you know what I mean? I feel like when it comes to making music, but I really love just trying to make different types of music. Like I feel like I haven't really found my exact pocket of where I'm like, okay, I'm comfortable doing this sound forever. So like, I feel like every song I'm just trying to figure out what, like, all right, maybe I'll try to do it like this or like this or like this, you know what I mean, this time, because I don't want to be stuck in I personally huge fan of DaBaby, but like I always hear people say the same thing when they're like, "Well, DaBaby's like the same song," you know what I mean? And like, I almost have a fear of people saying that about me. You know what I mean? Like, I do not want to be known as this guy who's like, "Yep, triplet, triplet, triplet," or whatever. So it's just like, it is hard. I would say, an overall aspect, I think like a New York backpack style rap is probably what I would do, mostly for my solo things, but I try to dip into whatever I can for sure.
So now, can you guys tell me who was your biggest inspiration in music? Each of you can answer.
Each other. I don't know. I get inspired by these guys.
Definitely. I just feel like it depends on what aspect of music, because I feel like
I definitely would be doing
things.
music like if my mom and dad for sure. Like my mom sang all the time. My dad played guitar and bringing me to bluegrass bands and shit. I probably should. That's super young. Like they bring me up there on the band, and I'd have the tambourine and be up there with the band and whatnot. People would be drinking and smoking, and I'm just sitting there just playing music. Like so, definitely. I don't know. You get a rush from it. So
your upbringing, I feel like, inspires a lot of what you're going to listen to later on. Like you'll find when you're a teenager the style of music you like, but you're always going to know like that.
Yeah, like I couldn't even name an artist.
Style, you know what I mean? That you'd like for sure.
Well, yeah, like with that, most of the time when I try to make something, it's just because I've heard something else. It doesn't have to do with like the genre or the artist, or it's like if I just hear a song, I'm almost like I want to try to do that too, and it kind of has to do with like how I'm feeling plus my ability to do something. Like I could hear like a Michael Jackson song and be like, oh, I want to do something like that, but it's like I'm not gonna do something like that. I can't, like, you know what I mean? Like it's impossible. But I
believe in you.
Random songs.
Yeah. I believe in you guys. I believe that, from what I've seen. Now. Okay.
So if y'all could collab with anybody, who would it be? As a group and individually?
I don't know. We just go through and
Young Thug individually.
Yeah, definitely.
Cody's always Young Thug in it.
Young Thug for sure.
I can see that.
Can I pick the whole group of Wu-Tang?
Yeah.
That's what I'm picking. Including ODB. I want something unreleased from that.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? But yes, that would be my choice.
That's
I don't know. Maybe like Bo Burnham. The smartest, most intelligent musician in the world. I don't know, do something with Paul McCartney would be cool too. You know what I mean? Like I definitely like that generation a lot. I listen to like a lot of the Four Seasons too. I just listen to like, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not a genre and artist thing for me. It's like if it sounds good, it sounds good, and I'll fucking listen to it. I'm not like ashamed of anything at all. I'll like, they don't want to ride with me, like kidding sometimes because
never know what he's gonna play.
The music I listen to is just weird. Like like half of it's not weird. It's just like every once in a while it's like, what we listening to December 1963 or something right now.
As a group right now, if we're not going like really famous and we're just going like realistic goal, like something we're working towards is to try to get a feature with Cal Scrubby. I think we're all kind of on the page that like we make similar music to him, and he's right at that peak where he's not like unreachable right now, you know what I mean? But also something that we could do for sure.
But a great networking opportunity as well, for you guys. That's dope.
Yeah.
So tell me, if it wasn't for music, what would you be doing right now? If you weren't doing music?
Wasting away.
Working a 9 to 5, sad as hell, probably. I mean, isn't that what everyone else is doing?
I don't know.
Is there anything that you're passionate about other than music, would you say?
No, I kind of ruined myself on that as a kid, man. We've been doing this so long, it's my only skill. You know what I mean? My wife hates it. My wife For real, she hates it. It's like all we do is make music or beats or videos or make posts about music and beats and videos. Let's sell show tickets. It's just like it sucks. It's awesome, but it's like there's really nothing else that like we do, which is it's the sacrifice that needs to happen to actually succeed. So it's just like it's not like we're just obsessed with this. Like we just got to a point where it's like, man, if you're not really full force in on this, then like it ain't gonna work probably.
You gotta jump all the way in, like jump off the ledge to where like you can't like I don't know, like we could like potentially I don't want to say waste a lot of years of our life, but it's just like damn,
that's the correct term though.
Yeah.
This could be wasted if we don't treat it correctly. You know what I mean? So it's just like I don't want to spend my whole youth not going out and doing all these events and doing all this stuff because I'll straight skip that to go to the studio right now. You know what I mean? So it's just like I don't know. I really don't know what I would be doing. I don't know. Like this is what I wanted to do when I was in school. So it's just like I don't know.
I'd be probably still doing video stuff. I did that a lot, like in high school, like even before I even thought about doing this. I love like movies, like I don't know, doing video work is fun, and I write like scripts sometimes that I never finish. But Cody would be like a Twitch streamer.
I think I just drink way more.
Honestly,
I think I would just drink way more.
Yeah,
and
I don't know how that's
do way
possible.
more
So
stuff.
I don't like. I'm so glad he's making music.
Now that's definitely some interesting answers, guys. I mean, I think that in regards to music, for me, when I was an artist and I was, doing this and I was doing this saying I was doing it for real, whatever. And what I find is with a lot of artists that are seasoned is what I like to call them, or, they've been around for a while. I try to tell them, redirect yourself in regards to teaching other artists and bringing up the next artist. I think that's important. I think that you guys have experience. You have a gift. You have mastered certain, things in your craft. And that's always something you can give back, So always think about those things too, because those things are opportunities. I tell people all the time, like you could teach somebody how to be a better version of you earlier than you were. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we've talked about that a lot before too.
I think we definitely have future plans to kind of start like a really bad entertainment label. You know what I mean? More as opposed to like kind of built just off the group and kind of just guide people in the correct way, especially when we do get a little bit older and stuff. We're still going to have these skills. So it's just like it would suck to just be like, okay, and now I no longer just want to do this.
Right.
Like, I've spent way too long. It doesn't have to be me. That's why I like making beats. I don't have to use the beat. If I don't like it, someone out there probably wants it. So it's just like, it's definitely something we have plans for. We're always, I feel like, giving people game. I don't even mean that like a weird way, but like if they're asking, like we'll tell you how we did it. You know what I mean? Like you got questions, like here it is, man. Here's what didn't work for us, and here's what did.
Yeah,
I don't know
we've
if it worked for
been
you,
fucked
but
over 100 million times. So,
right,
like,
that's the most annoying thing. Man,
been stolen from, cheated on. Like in this game, it's dirty.
I'm sure everyone does.
Like it's a dog eat dog.
It is.
Like
it definitely is.
And if you're cool, yeah, like because if I'm in the studio and I hear somebody doing something like and we're cool or whatever, like I'll tell them, I'll spill the beans on fucking everything that I do that works. Like
nothing is a secret anyway. We found out everything we try. We didn't make this shit up. You know what I mean? So it's just like
the common misconception.
I don't know what secret sauce we really even got. Like we just telling you what we looked up online. You know what I mean? I went to like how to make a beat on FL Studio and was like, all right, this is working. You know what I mean? And it's just like that's it, man.
People don't even do that. Just I just type my question that I have into Google, like verbatim.
Straight
just,
Google is God.
Yeah, or YouTube or whatever. Like same thing, I guess. But yeah,
people get
why
the
you
common
asking me?
misconception that you could just drop a couple $1,000 and get a wicked feature from a high-profile artist and put it on the internet and think that shit's gonna.
Right.
Yeah, that is the common
like,
misconception.
That shit does not work.
They ain't gonna share that
Take
shit.
that same money and put that shit into you.
Features
like,
of big artists, like it helps, like, but not really in the long run. It just is a nice reminder that you can keep up.
Yeah, because like if it's not gonna benefit that artist that you paid it, they're not gonna run the song.
That's right.
It's something it's something I think that's helped us more. It just makes us look more professional. It doesn't bring people to our page necessarily, but once we finally get them to our page and they're like, oh, they got a song with this guy. And okay, you know, I don't know what the word for that is, but it's just like
cross-brand
social
the third, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, social acceptance or something. I don't know, just like, oh, they got a lot of streams. They are on the song with this. They must be. I'll listen to them. Like, if we got no streams and no big features, then people are going to be like, oh, they must suck. So,
I mean, and that's the legitimate of the world and what we live in social media world right now is that streaming counts, the numbers count, people pay attention to the views. But also the one thing that I pay attention to from a management and a host perspective is the fact that you come with quality. Not many artists have an EPK like you guys. You know what I mean? Not many artists have their own website. Not many artists. Yeah, and it's easy.
You just gotta do it.
And it's free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's not free,
a lot
but
of it's free.
It's cheap.
The website is not free, but like most of it, you know what I mean? Like, go on Canva, make you a little EPK, put it in a Google Drive. That right there is free. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we paid less than like $200 for our website for the whole year. You know what I mean? Like, if you're serious, then fucking do it. I feel like a lot of people are just on the fence and they don't even know it.
Invest in themselves.
It's scary.
It is scary. It's a risk.
Yeah, it's scary to do this shit. Like,
but you know what you guys give me? You're giving me Kanye West vibes. I'm not even fronting. Like, in regards to your determination, in regards to your resilience, like that level of, I mean, I've never really been a Kanye fan. Knock me, whatever. I just never was. He just never appealed to me. But after watching his documentary and how he manifested everything he wanted in his life, that gave me a different level of respect for him. And I see you guys doing that. So that is something that I'm like, you have to live, breathe, and eat this. You have to believe when nobody else believes.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's important is that you make people believers in your music and what you're doing with your quality and your consistency is important. I see you guys pushing your shit every day. And that's what's important. This is what I tell artists. Is if you want to market for you or to promote for you, you have to push your projects just as strong as you want the people that you're paying to promote for you or to market for you. Like, it's important. Like, you have to create that viral effect. You have to create that demand. And I think you guys have done a great job of doing that together. You know,
appreciate it.
Got to give props to Cut too, because he made that We Love Really Bad People page, and he posts like
everything on
the other day. We were just messaging each other, and he just took a screenshot of my message and put it on there. I didn't even see it until it got like
he's one of the
20
best,
likes or whatever.
It has amplified our workflow so much having him, because we just have like one extra person that's not having to worry about the music that can really help us just post, push, talk to people. You know what I mean? Do things. And he's a blessing, man. Shout out to Cut if he's watching.
And he can rap too.
Yeah, Cut's cool, man. Go check him out on YouTube, man.
For real. I seen it. I shared it the other day. I was like, he was like, you know, when I did do music, and he told me Chris was the one who reached out to him to start working with you guys. So, you know, it's a blessing, whether we understand it right now. You know, I hope that you guys find understanding and just healing and peace with the loss of Chris and Cut being there. And, you know, it just, again, you guys motivated me, you know, like, it was just like, wow, like, you know, through it all, they're still able to go out and perform, because you went and performed after that. You guys have had a couple shows. So,
yep, almost.
You had a big show. I know that. Was it at the Cellar?
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that? How was the crowd for that? I know
that was our
great,
first.
Man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was our first time, like, you know, performing without Chris. So it was definitely, because like he like held like we're like a chair, like all of us are a leg, and like with the leg missing, it's kind of like we're sitting here really trying to
adjust.
Well, we're really trying to do it justice too, because Chris was his own type of cold. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like you can't really replicate it. So
And we kept his verses on all the songs too, and like we know the lyrics, so like we didn't like do the songs or anything, but we like
jammed
we did
out,
the
we
backup
hyped them,
vocals
we
for
had
it, and like yeah,
the
that's-
crowd helped with the songs.
Yeah, definitely. I seen that, and that was so dope. I loved it. I love the performance. Tell me, what is you guys' favorite song to perform?
I think we're about to have a couple new ones.
Rockstar is always
Yeah.
fun just because people like
Yeah.
they hear that dunk, and then they
Yeah.
just woo,
At
like
this point, if we play the intro to Rockstar, we usually gotta pause it because it takes a second before we can play the song. So that is always nice because we can relax. Like even if you screwed up, everyone else didn't, so it don't really matter.
Sunny
You know
Days
what I
is
mean?
good too.
But I like Slide Through as well. I like to do
Slide
that.
Through is good.
I really like Hey. I
Yeah,
feel like it's
Hey's fun.
underrated. I almost never hear anybody talk about it off the album, but like I really enjoy doing that one live. I think it's dope.
Yeah.
Right. So I know that you guys did a show at it was like a tattoo convention, and it was like this girl swinging, and it was like so lit because I was like, I've never seen anything like this. How did you guys? What was that experience like for you guys?
I mean, for me as a guy that doesn't have any tattoos or piercings and doesn't really want to get any of those. Not that I have a problem with them or anything, but like, yeah, I definitely was kind of blown away about it and performing up there. I don't know. I didn't know how people would feel about it, but people fucked with it and had the chicks swinging around up there. A lot of something that people don't know from those pictures and footage is the other end of the rope was connected to somebody else with shit in their back. So it's like
they were holding them up with spikes in their back. Well, and a person with spikes in their back. It wasn't
a harness. I don't know if you could tell, but yeah, like that was in their skin.
That's pierced.
None of this would have even happened. I'm pretty sure it was chaos. He was like, man, I wonder if we can. He was talking to me, and he was like, I wonder if we can get them to perform for our set. And I was like, no fucking way. And then the guy behind him, the guy with the hooks in his back, was like, oh yeah, we're performing during your set. And I'm like, well,
I wanted it. I was like, why not? If they're there, like we're never gonna have this opportunity again to have someone body suspend in front of like us while we rap.
When
like,
you see
so
our next video,
and unique,
you'll see I literally am like this the whole time we're performing.
I was worried that if she fell,
I'm like,
she's
like still up. We performed for like 35 minutes, and she was up there the whole time.
Yeah, she was bleeding and stuff.
That's crazy. I can't wait to see
She's the real star of the show, for real.
Seriously,
I would forget that she was up there because I'm like looking straight out, and like she was like close to us, so it was like you had to kind of look up. But there's like a couple lines and songs where I like point up or like whatever, and then I'd just be like, oh fuck, like and like forget she was up there. Just like, okay, yeah. Like, I don't know. I could never do that. I didn't even know till halfway through that some other guy with shit pierced in his back was holding her up the whole time. This dude looked like he was straight out of like God of War or something.
For real, he was a Viking.
Like,
guy was like, I've never seen a Viking until that day. Like,
he had like a piercing from his nose to his ear, like a chain and shit. Like, he looked like one of those dudes in like
3 giant rings in his back. Just
connected inside of his skin.
That is ill. That is, oh my god. I can't wait to see the video.
You like, when the convention's over, they take the rings out, you heal up, and then when you want to do it again, they just stick it through your back again.
Oh my gosh. My sister's a tattoo fanatic, so she's all into the tattoos, piercing. She's done had everything.
Speaking of chaos, what is that tattoo on your leg? I've been trying to figure it out this whole time.
Yeah, you can go up there. You can grab the camera.
I got like a haunted house on my leg.
I like that. And what's that other one?
A lighter with the ghost as the flame.
I've been trying to figure that one out.
I actually got this one at the convention we were talking about. But,
really?
Yeah, we shot a music video while he was getting a tattoo, and so he was like, doing the lyrics and getting tatted up at the same time.
Oh, that's gonna be different. I can't wait to see that, guys.
Yeah.
So tell me, what is the best advice that you guys have been given in regards to music in the industry?
Is anybody
Own-
giving us advice?
No,
Own your shit.
honestly, no.
Nah, for real though.
But
Own
you're
your shit.
You're the
Like,
one who said that. Who told you that?
Russ. Not
Yeah.
in person, but like watching interviews and shit, motherfuckers just making the wrong mistakes. Own it. Own your beats. Own your masters. Own the lyrics you put down. Register your songs to a pro. Actually go out there and make it like a legal song. Don't just rip it off YouTube MP3, put it on Facebook, and be like, "We making $1 million." It's not how it works. You know what I mean? Like that was the best advice I could have gotten because I probably would have done that forever if I had never seen it. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know.
It doesn't matter that much if you're just playing patty cake and just like making music and fucking ripping beats. But like once you get to a certain level, it's like I think that's what overwhelms us is like the further you get into it, it's just like there's all this business shit and like this fucking legal shit, and it's just like it's just another fucking thing that you have to carry.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, own your shit because if not, it's like someone's gonna fuck you. Like,
That's right.
Something smaller though that I think is probably a good piece of advice just for artists out there that just do hip hop is like stop rapping about rapping. Because like I feel like your songs like level up 2,000% because only me and him are gonna think it's cold if you say something dope about rapping because we're rappers. Everyone else in the world doesn't give a crap.
rappers
like,
aren't your consumers.
You know, make it about you, make it about stories people have told, make it about something that's interesting to you, even if like I don't know, you like Sriracha. Tech Nine did the Sriracha song with Logic. Like it doesn't really make sense, but it's about it. You know what I mean? Like things like that. It's just like
Yep.
And we do it too sometimes.
No,
but,
that-
I mean, like I did it too
throw
a lot.
Throw it in there.
Like,
You know what I mean? It's not bad.
I've
but,
had to like, get out
you
of
know,
it. That's not a good
only
habit to
create
build.
songs about rapping. I don't remember where I heard that from, but it changed my writing forever.
I think I
Like,
told you that.
It just takes more
Probably,
than
dude.
just making
I told
good
you that.
music.
I'm pretty sure because I was like, all my shit is just like for rappers. Like it's just about how I'm dope at rapping and,
it's a
you
great
suck.
point. It's a
like,
great point of view. It's
but
not-
rappers aren't
it's
gonna
not the
buy
key,
your
bro.
shit.
Exactly.
Right.
Like
You have to make songs that people buy into, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing I think in music is that you want to tell a story. You want something that people are going to relate to. And what more do they relate to than reality, than life, than experiences? So sharing your experiences through music, I think you guys are, you know, going to be always successful. You know what I mean? Is that you paint a picture and you give people visuals that they can relate to. And they can interpret, you know what I mean? Like that's important because sometimes you see some videos and you're like, where was that going? That had nothing to do with the lyrics, you know? But again, it's all about the creative mind.
it doesn't even have to be a story either. Like I think one of the first people I remember is like Lil Wayne. He would just say a bunch of interesting things that had nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, literally.
Like
Excuse
every
my
bar,
charisma, pocket with a spritzer, swagger down pat, call my shit Patricia.
yeah,
What?
everything was
What?
just like, okay, here's an interesting bar, and here's a completely irrelevant bar that comes with it that's also interesting, and like you're just having like all these thoughts, and like he's got all these little puns and stuff.
He was
in
definitely the pioneer of making just the shit sound good.
Right.
It needs to like that's what I was saying.
Well,
like
it's because
it takes
he,
more
like
than
every
making.
line he raps is a punchline.
Yeah,
like
every
that
single
is
line.
a style of rap. You know what I mean? Like there is no build up. It's just like in this, in this, in
Yeah.
this, in this. You
It's
know what I
the
mean? And then when
punchline,
there is a
father.
punchline for all the punchlines, you're like, oh shit, Lil Wayne, and it's just like, yeah, this, go for
Yeah.
real, one of the best.
So now can you guys tell me what's next for you guys? I know we're actually at 58 minutes of the show, and I know you guys have a show that you're doing tonight, but can you tell us about the show that you're doing tonight and anything that you guys have upcoming in regards to projects, music?
We're not technically on the show tonight.
Yeah,
One
we're
of our
just
homies is
featuring.
on the set, and he just asked us to be some features, so we're just gonna slide through and try to lock in the Afro Man feature.
Oh,
Afro Man show. But
that's
yeah,
it, though?
we got the Krizmac album release show / benefit show.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be next month on the 6th. So we've got a bunch of people that have had features with him. They might just do like 2 songs, but have that, and then probably like do his album at the end, do a couple of his songs that we're on, maybe play some stuff that he did too.
It's a big
But-
celebration.
But yeah, all like literally all the money, like even the bar money, is going to his family and stuff. So it's kind of like our last final hurrah
Right.
with
Like
him,
money
because
raising.
we've been doing like, we had like a private barbecue with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
We did like our show that we did, heavily Kriz influenced. But yeah, that's our next big thing. We're doing the Bloodline Harmony, Bone Thugs and Harmony's kids.
Yeah.
Have their own group, and they're going to be in St. Louis on June 18th. So
June 18th. Okay.
then we got another show at the Outland with our good buddies,
J-Rod and Hyperactive.
J-Rod and Hyperactive.
They're dope.
So that's pretty much all the stuff that we've got here in the next 2 months. On our website, we got a full list of everything we got going on.
ReallyBadPPL.com.
Yep.
Yes.
Really Bad PPL.
Really Bad PPL.
The
Tell me,
abbreviation for people.
last question, because I know I've been asking questions. I'm full of questions, but it's
That's fine.
been a pleasure talking to you guys. Like I said, I feel like I already know you guys just through your music. And I look forward to, seeing you guys perform and do so much more. And so tell me, what is one message that you would love to give to your fans right now?
Shit.
Appreciate the way you've been rocking with us.
Yeah.
Like,
For real.
y'all don't owe us a fucking thing.
Definitely.
And y'all just show out. Always come correct.
Keep doing what you're doing. We're going to keep
We're
making shit worthy of you listening to.
And we're bringing this shit back to the city.
For real. We're definitely representing Springfield 100%. So we appreciate the support along the way.
I think that's something we try to do, is like, because at least around here, I hear a lot of people get like bitter at fans because they just expect support and then they just make whatever music they want to make. It's like, no, it's not the fans' job to support you. It's our job to make something so entertaining,
Make them believe
that they want to be a part of it.
That's right.
And so
A lot of people think they're artists, but it's just a gimmick. It's like a temporary gimmick type of thing. It's just
Right.
like, go up there and be yourself. And
yeah,
fuck, if people don't like you, there might be something wrong with you.
a lot of people say all the same shit, like just because it worked with somebody else. It's like, the reason it worked with that guy is because it was new, or because of something, the way his voice sounds. Like, he's got something different. It's like, be different. But yeah,
It takes more than making good music. You got to be the full package. You got to make good
right.
music. You got to do a killer performance, and you got to live the shit every day.
That's
Like,
right.
you
yeah.
got to be the full package.
As far as the fans go, it's like, we're going to keep making good stuff for you. You guys have been awesome. Really appreciate it. We're going to try not to let you down. If we start making shitty music, then, it's cool. You don't need to listen to us, I guess, but we're going to try to always make the best music possible.
If we start making shitty music, it's because we're experimenting. Not for you.
Yeah.
Still rock with us.
The
Fuck what we
Kanye.
just said.
It was
I just
ahead of
wanna
its
go out there
time.
and say
Yeah,
that.
10
You know
years
what
from
I mean?
now, we're
Three
gonna
years, you be
music
showing
for
your
you
kids,
10
they're gonna be
years
like,
from now.
"Wow, this is it, Dad. You didn't know this was the wave." We were like, "Yeah."
Like,
We're
dude,
going to make it super experimental music just
Hyper
10 years
pop.
from now. Yeah.
you will.
It just sounds.
You will. You have to go through that, though. I think.
ASMR
Yeah.
music.
Do
I'm
you
just
guys
saying,
ever feel
take it
like you
shitty,
get?
skip to the next song. There's something for you on it. Is all
Yeah,
I'm getting at, man.
Exactly. If
That's
you're
all
a
I'm
new
saying.
fan, like, don't just listen to one song. I mean, especially on our new album, we like treaded through a lot of different kind of moods and genres and stuff, because
Mhm.
we just like to make music, and all of us like different music.
Definitely.
And so there's stuff that these guys will put me on that's like, this isn't really my thing, but I'll try, and it like it makes me a better artist.
It
And
does.
Right.
That's what makes an artist, honestly. That's what
Yeah.
makes an artist, is the creativity, the ability to step outside of your comfort zone. So shout out to you guys for that, because you understand what it takes. I tell people always say, "Oh, Jay-Z changed. Oh, he's not the same Jay-Z that he was 20 years ago. He's not supposed to be." You know what I mean? You're
Right.
supposed
You
to
know, that's what he
elevate.
done in 20 years.
Bro.
Like, man,
that dude
come
can be
on.
whoever he wants to be.
For
That's
real.
exactly
Be
right.
in fucking jail. Like,
Exactly.
like
I did have one more question. Because I feel like I'm a groupie. Like I really like I've met Jay-Z, I've met all the most biggest rappers, and I feel like I'm a groupie for really bad people. Like when I see you guys, I light up, I get excited. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Tell me your craziest fan moment that you guys
I got panties thrown in my face at the last show.
at our last show, he got some panties in the face, so that might win.
I mean, honestly, our
Chris
fans
pulled his ass out one time at the Caskey show.
Yeah.
Straight up.
He pulled it out at the
Straight up.
at the other show.
His
around.
whole ass, not a little bit of it either. Like,
He had a line like "show my ass and kiss it," and he literally showed his ass. So
Our fans are pretty cool. Like honestly, like I don't think anything too
I agree.
insane has happened. Like everybody's really nice. Sometimes people like blow our shit up, like with some stuff that whatever. But like
the people who support literally show up and don't ask for shit.
And we try to hang out with all of them too.
They're really bad people. We can't ask for
literally.
more.
Like these people show up and do not ask for a fucking thing. And that's what
they give.
Literally,
it's 100% support, man. We're blessed.
You are blessed, and you are so deserving of it, guys. I want you guys to know that I'm always here. I'm always rooting for you guys. Anything I could do to share, to push you guys along the way, I'm here for that. And I just want to see nothing but great things for you guys for the rest of 2022
and beyond.
But I think 2022 is the makeup. This is the makeup year. This is the ultimate, and the next level is the top for you guys. That's what I want to see.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, every year just has to be a little bit better than the last one, or else we're doing something wrong.
Right.
And
that's right.
So I think it's getting there. Last year was pretty good. Like at least the end of last year was pretty good. So
we got some work to do.
We got to top it, and that's what sucks too. Is like that Rockstar song. And it's like shit. We gotta bring it. We gotta equal or better. Like
you guys, I think
I'll tell you what, we got something equal right now.
Yeah, not better, but equal.
Equal.
We got something at least equal.
That's right. Well, now this will be all the motivation and all, the support that you guys need. You know what I mean? Like, you have our support up north, and we're in New England. Like I said, I wanted people to, anytime people tell me, like, I'm talking about really bad people. And that, for me, is important because we need to cross regions. You know what I mean?
Now, do y'all have any merch or anything out?
Yeah, if you go to reallybadppl.com, you can buy all the merch right there online, ship it to your door.
Yeah.
I gotta get me a hoodie.
Colors
get
and
you
everything.
A little shirt for sure.
Yeah, you can.
That's right.
Design it and everything.
Okay.
Hit us up on the side. We'll send you a coupon.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Thank you guys for coming and talking to us. We appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Wish y'all much success and peace.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so
much.
You guys as well. For real.
Yes.
And you'll be on Paul Nash this upcoming week. I know you're gonna be hearing a new video or hearing one of your videos on there, so I'm gonna definitely push that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You guys have a good night, and I hope you get that feature.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Real shit with the realness. You want truth, but the truth is I've been down for a long minute. Like Chris, where you been, bro? Been feeling like the weak link.
I don't know what the beat think. Been dope when I'm breathing. Bet y'all with the precinct way. I just got a good call from the bank. And you know we don't stall, we just ball your way.
No way. $100,000 in broke bitch change. I just got a bound and I rolled that day. I ain't want a problem, but the crew might make. Started from the bottom, but I do my thing.
Do my thing. Stupid little bitch when I ride my wave. Bought on the top, but a brand new chain. My bitch be pissed cause the kid won't change.
Yeah, I don't got a drop top, got a laptop in the backdrop, got it unlocked with a padlock. On my bad dog, to my pin and my pad up. Bend your crew with the dudes in the back talk. I don't speak cap, got facts and a laugh off. Everything say you matters, back off. I don't back you, you're a nice guy, I'm a bad dude.
Hey Chris, where's your bars? Your music's impressive, there's too many scars. The scars are worth a lesson. Don't need a metaphor, the story's impressive. I got bars behind behind bars. I spit so aggressive. I got scars on top of scars. Got through the recession.
Yeah, I know they mad about it. Jealous and envious rap about it. Go get some cash about it. I need 500 racks in a stash about it. I've been gone, yeah, I heard she sad about it. I had to go do some math about it. I'm spitting facts about it. I got that bitch skipping class about it.
Lay in the crib on the couch.
In the city, they be talking about a jag, then they calling up the homies to go swoop 'em from the past. See, these bitches used to laugh, so I hope they get the clap. And some people think I'm corny while they talking that they trap. Bitch, you whack. Yeah, I judge people in my head a lot. Woke up with this attitude like I don't hit the bed a lot. I can think of better spots than running through your mental. I just dream a little bigger, tell them intercontinental, yeah. I just wanna spend money.
Know the crew gon' jump when I say so. Hit it from the back, then I'm stacking up peso. Young kids splash, no raincoat. Whip going fast, got a dash and I lay low. I ain't tryna act too hateful. Catch us in the lab, gonna be another weight though. Homie, if you mad, just say so. Y'all a man, Mac, lethal chaos, it's a takeover. Mac,
Shorty said, yeah, said I really, yeah, said I really need it. For the weekend, keep it secret, yeah, I'm doing this all day. We gon' make it through the rain. For the time I never change. She need a coupe, I need a red.
She wanna fuck round, crash out. Know this shit ain't new to me. Flex now, ass out. Don't know what you do to me. Talk shit, little bitch. Scrolling on the Twitter feed. Pop out, bust down. Fuck me for my let me, baby, rolling. I've been going. Homie gotta push the whip, cause the homie stole it. We been dipping like a chip, and I hope they notice. I been acting like a dick, and I know she noticed. She be acting kinda crazy for my baby. She said when you sign a deal, she want a Mercedes. She say how you gonna feel when these bitches play me. She say how you gonna feel when these niggas change me.
Shorty say that I'm a rock star, sippin' walk hard, I'ma go far, yeah. Said I really need it, for the weekend, keep it secret, yeah. I'm doing this all day, we gon' make it through the rain. For the fame I never change, she need a coupe, I need a red.
I've been feeling like a rock star. Lately I've been going too hard. Drinking liquor in a phone car. I've been smoking so heavy, got me feeling like a whoa. I can't even say it 'cause it's so controversial. Feeling like a rock star, fucked up in rehearsal. She said she wanna fuck me like a porn star. So many drugs, it's kinda hard to get hard. Keep me with a gang while I'm rolling up a swisher. Daydream of hard, you should come, I bet I miss ya. Left you on red, my bad, you get the picture. But shorty understands, I didn't really mean to ditch her.
Shorty say that I'm a rock star, sippin' walk hard, I'ma go far, yeah.
Niggas, you bitch nigga. I know bitch niggas ain't shit, nigga. Don't flinch, nigga. I know rich niggas that pull figures that'll kill niggas. I know real niggas that kill niggas. No figures, nigga. Take a bitch, nigga.
I eat the beat and watch it bleed out. I see the ops, I fire some shots and watch them flee out. I'm posting facts upon the board, yeah.
Wanna live right now. When you're not around, I just wanna live right now. I just can't sleep when you're not. Late nights, feeling the way that I do. Take flights, single pilot, just name the crew. In the sky with the clouds, so why is it blue? If I say it, then a part of me thinking it's true. Hold me back, I'ma snap, I'm coming for you. Don't bother, you can try to fit in my shoes. Falling apart, sticking together with glue.
Shorty say that I'm a rock star, sippin' walk hard, I'ma go far, yeah. Said I really need it, for the weekend, keep it secret, yeah. I'm doing this all day, we gon' make it through the rain.
Catch me sipping Mercury, Bitch, I feel like Hercules, hurting these earthly beings. Cause I got them pearly clean, you probably never heard of me. Chaos riding dirty streets, burning tree, I'm surely free from all my demons, no. But I ain't trying to waste your time with all the reasons.
Really bad people go stupid, lose it. Kids make your bitch fall in love like Cupid. Through some, do some, 7 deep on stage, putting mustard on the biscuits, pussy bitch sling blade. This that new shit, probably make you wet the bed. I don't want my chick, hurt your